Couple stats on the auto loan industry that just continue to tell me that, man, we're not doing it right when it comes to buying depreciating assets that are typically either the most or second most expensive purchase that we ever make in our lifetime.
Yeah, really bad
so,
at it.
Here's the deal. 26.6% of trade-ins towards new car purchases in the second quarter had negative equity, meaning they owed more than the car was worth. And specifically, the average number was about $6,700 that they owed relative to what the car was worth.
That is a tremendous amount of negative equity. I just want to throw it out there. That's a lot of money to be underwater on your car and trading in.
So I got
not to be underwater,
right?
But to be trading in.
So, and here's how it happens. It's because people want to buy certain vehicles and they can't afford them, and so they end up taking on like 7 or 8 year auto loans. 7-year auto loans now are almost a quarter of new loans that are out there. And here's what I have to say about this. It's not necessarily even don't buy the vehicle. Because look, here's the thing. All of us do things that are not the best financial decisions from time to time. I certainly do. I do things where it's like, you know, if someone like looked at my credit card and was like, "You spent what on what?" I'd be like, "Yeah, probably wasn't, you know, the best thing, but hey, like whatever."
I'm interested to see where this is going. Go on.
Where I'm going on this is generally, if you're someone who is taking out a 7-year car loan and then trading it in with a bunch of negative equity, usually means you're trading it in within the first 2 to 3 years of that loan.
Mm-hmm.
If you know you're someone who wants to have a new car every 2 to 3 years,
stop buying.
You should be leasing, not buying.
I got to tell you, if you are doing this, I can think of like 2 scenarios in my mind where this makes any sense at all. Any sense at all.
Which ones?
Your car's totaled and you have no choice.
Yeah, that's not happening a quarter of the time.
No. So, like, there's your scenario number 1. My car got
Sure.
totaled. I cannot drive it, or it's so unreliable that I need a new mode of transportation in order to continue working.
Even there, quite honestly, I don't know exactly how that works between your auto loan and the insurance company. Like, it's not technically a trade-in.
It's not a trade-in, yeah. So I don't think that actually fits this category, but that was one of the circumstances I thought of where, like, okay, yeah, if your car is ruined,
Sure.
you can be underwater, and I can understand how
Totally
that
get
happens. The other one would be, I suppose, if you're driving a $60,000 car and you finally have a come to Jesus moment and you're like, yeah, I can really afford a used Honda and I'm driving an Audi, and so I am going to trade in my negative equity vehicle and go buy a cheaper vehicle with a much smaller payment and
Sure.
come out on top because of that. Even then, I've got a ton of questions. Every other scenario out there is terrible personal finance.
If you need a car that's new every 2 to 3 years.
Tucker,
I just thought of another example.
Yeah.
Just third kid. You need to upgrade and get a bigger car. Third row. I know somebody had to do that recently, and they had a previous car. I think it was a Wrangler, and they only had it for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And they had to get a bigger car because of the third kid.
Yeah, you know, that is another scenario that does fit in there, and I guess I go back
I can
to
buy
like
that.
Yeah, I do too. Because I want to see more planning.
It's a one-time upgrade.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, like when you say you want to see more planning, like, look, we all have things that it's like, oh, gee, I wish I could have planned for that.
Yeah.
Life happens.
Like,
Yeah,
this is
life
what I'm
happens.
saying. Like, we all have times where we don't make the best financial decision. But when 26.6% of trade-ins have negative equity,
It's not because all of them are being financially disciplined by getting cheaper cars and suddenly had babies. That's not a quarter.
Right, yeah.
no, there's just not that many three-kid households these days.
That's not a quarter of households. Usually, what it is if you're
you
got enticed by that new commercial for that brand new pickup that you just had to have.
Oh, look at that pickup.
I will feel so much manlier with that pickup.
Guys, I'm not going to rip on the pickup owners. It's not just like
Well, it's not just them. Yeah.
I'm picking on them because it's the like best-selling vehicle out there, and so that's where I'm honing in on. But you're right; it's everything else under the sun.
If you're someone who needs a new vehicle every 2 to 3 years, and that's your thing, like again, we all have our thing.
Yep.
I go to a lot of Boston Bruins hockey games. I enjoy
Immediately depreciating asset.
Is it the best financial decision? No, especially not this year where they're going to lose like 70% of their games probably.
Yeah, we'll
Hold
see
your
about
tongue.
that.
Seriously,
Okay.
you're-
Sneaky.
Let's not go too far.
No,
So,
there's
in
a
any
feedback.
case, we all have our things that we spend money on that are not good financial decisions.
But there are better
But
ways to do it than
right.
continually trading in underwater cars.
Like, think about whether or not a lease could make sense for you where, hey, your payment might actually be less, and then you don't owe a bunch at the end of 3 years, and you can just move into a new lease anyways. There are ways that you can structure these things that are better.
My signal would be that if you're underwater on the car in the first place by $6,700, then going with the lease instead is still probably not the financial decision that's
Maybe
best
not.
for you.
Maybe not. But
Easy to judge from over here.
we just got to make better decisions on the cars.